أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وصلى الله على نبي الكريم وبعد. APC APC. Thank you. Your Excellencies, representatives of leaders of the National Assembly here present, Your Excellency, our own Jagaban Nigeria, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, our very esteemed presidential candidate. Your Excellency, Governor, Senator Kashim Shettima, our vice presidential nominee of the APC, my dear sister, the wife of distinguished Excellency Shettima, Mrs. Nana Shettima. Your Excellency, Governor Senator Atiku Bagudu, Chairman of our Progressive Governors Forum. Your Excellency, Dr. Kayode Fayemi, Chairman, Nigerian Governors. We were advised before coming here that this occasion is intended to unveil the vice presidential candidate of our great party, the APC. You may associate unveiling with the work of art, such as sculptures by the great Ben Ewonwu. Those of us from rural areas know that our communities unveil and celebrate their distinguished and successful men and women. It is now time for the APC to go public with one of its best. Since the presidential candidate of our great party, the Jagaba Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, emerged, and since announcing the choice of his running mate on the 11th of July 2022, the nation is yet to know who he is. We welcome this opportunity to unveil him. As national chairman of our great party, APC, it is both my honor and duty to unveil this distinguished son of our dear country and formally present him to this august body and through it the Nigerian public. The APC vice presidential candidate in the 2023 presidential election is distinguished Senator Kashim Shettima.
APC sai ja gaba sai gashi na gode sai ja gaba sai gashi APC sai ja gaba sai gashi ta mu ne kuran dansi sai ja gaba sai gashi ya karfa bula sisi sai ja gaba sai gashi sallamo PDP.
Please, will you all stand up and join me in welcoming him a very hearty congratulations. You stay here. Those of you who are students of our recent political history will note that in choosing Shettima as his running mate, the Jagaba chose also to walk along the path that other great sons of this country have walked. You will all remember, no, you can be seated now, please. You can be seated now. You can now be seated, please. Working committee, please be seated. High table, you can be seated, please. You can now be seated, please. Thank you very much. Those of you who are students of our recent political history will note that in choosing Shettima as his running mate, Njagaba of Nigeria, who also to walk along the path that other great sons of this country have done. You recall Are Onaka Kamfo, the late Chief MKO Abiola, did exactly this. He set the face. He chose a Kanuri, Alhaji Baba Gana Kingibe, from the northeast geopolitical zone of this country as his running mate in the 1993 presidential election. We are beginning to suspect there must be some synergy between the Yoruba and the Kanuri. Maybe there is a mutual attraction between them that the rest of us do not know yet. Never mind, we will put the searchlight on them. The 1993 presidential ticket and the current one bridged one of our fault lines in the management of our diversities. Nigerians overwhelmingly voted for that ticket because they trusted Abiola, a man who opened his arms to every tribe and religion in this country to run an inclusive government in which no man or woman will be denied his or her right as a Nigerian citizen by the profession of his faith or her faith. Asiwaju Bola Tinubu is a man who has also thrown his arm around every tribe in Nigeria. He has offered his shoulders for those in pain to lean on. He has used his wealth to bring succor to the needy. He can be trusted to run an inclusive government in which character, competence, and vision matter to his administration. Our party has produced a candidate who is acceptable by all zones in our country. He enjoys the trust of every strata in our national social economic structure. We are confident that Nigerians will entrust him with the leadership of our country in 2023. We offer our gratitude to Nigerians for the continued trust they repose in the APC. In one political tradition, the choice of a running mate is the exclusive right of the presidential candidate. He exercises that right with due consultation with the stakeholders in the party. The Jagaba, being an astute politician, could not have made the choice of a running mate without widely consulting the stakeholders in our party, including, of course, our father, the father of the nation, President Muhammadu Buhari. Having made his choice, the party wholly and unconditionally accepts his choice. The party has a duty to work for their choice, for their victory at the polls next year. I urge you once again to get up. Do pardon me. Stand up again. Everybody here, stand up, please. Are you standing? Are you standing? Now, this gentleman by my right, his background has been given in great details. How he came about this opportunity to serve as vice president by the grace of God has also been explained to every one of us here through the speeches that we've had before mine. I want to know if you are together, if we are on the same page. This is our vice presidential. Thank you very much. At this time, in our national development, and given the myriad of national challenges, we should look for men and women of character, like the Jagaba and Shettima, his running mate, for competence, demonstrable evidence of their performance in public or private offices. We believe these informed Jagaban's decision to select Senator Shettima because he fits the bill. Senator Shettima brings to the joint ticket impressive antecedents as a political leader and administrator. Senator Tinubu, our candidate, could not have made a better choice for a running mate. He chose a man he believes can partner with him to undertake the urgent task of our economic recovery, as well as social and political development in peace and in security. Senator Shettima was a two-term governor of Borno State before being elected into the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. As governor, he did what one might rightly describe as titanic things. He demonstrated his capacity as a focused leader when his state was virtually under siege by Boko Haram. When the bombs were exploding and the bullets were flying, he bravely continued to provide for his people buildings, new primary schools, new secondary schools, and other tertiary institutions, and invested heavily in human development. He never abandoned his people. He continued to serve them under virtually impossible conditions. Senator Kashim Shettima is not a stranger to the security challenges confronting our dear country, going by his personal and first-hand experience with Boko Haram. while they were at the peak of their operations in Borno State. He has earned his right to a higher political office. He must now move up the ladder of our national service as the next Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria come 2023. The unveiling of the Vice Presidential candidate today sends a strong signal to the country that our great party is ready and united around the common cause of coasting hope with victory at every level in 2023 by the grace of God. But we must not be unmindful of the hurdles ahead. It is time to purge ourselves of the bitterness arising from our individual losses, individual losses in the party primaries that were completed some few weeks back. It is time to submit ourselves to the will of God and the party and do nothing to sabotage its well-laid plans for victory in 2023. The other political parties want what we want, and that is to win and form the next government. If by any act of omission or commission we give in to the bitterness and pettiness, or fail to see the larger picture, or take any of the political parties for granted, we would constitute an obstacle to the victory of our party. As the faithful would like to say, that will not be our portion. So we must stand up and we must work hard. We must be united for this purpose. Our winning strategy must be anchored on a unity of purpose. I urge us to begin our march now towards sunrise. Is APC on the move? Yes. Is APC on the move? Yes. Thank you very much. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and pleasure to unveil and welcome on board our Vice Presidential candidate, the distinguished Senator Kashim Shettima.
APC sai ja gaba sai kashi na gode sai ja gaba sai kashi APC sai ja gaba sai kashi tabbata mu ne tsakurar dansi sai ja gaba sai kashi ya karfafa lasisi sai ja gaba sai kashi mun sallamo BDP sai ja gaba sai kashi kwando ya shiga na hauna sai ja gaba sai kashi zo amshi ta hotula sai ja gaba sai kashi kayan gwaransa akai mola sai ja gaba sai kashi murna cikin murna sai ja gaba sai kashi yar manon ta nuna